Let us consider that the Eastern Catholic churches are permitted to retain this practice of Paedocommunion. If the entire argument from the likes of Thomas Aquinas and the medieval Latin Church was that a certain rational capacity for personal devotion was a necessary prerequisite for participating in Holy Communion, does not permitting the Eastern Catholic churches to retain this practice refute that entire argument and position? How can such a rational capacity both be a necessary prerequisite and also not a necessary prerequisite at the same time? This is insane. Further, if one wants to make the argument that it's not a universally necessary prerequisite, but rather some kind of ideal, what does that say about how they view the Eucharist? If the ideal is to withhold the children from Christ in the chalice, but yet it's permissible to commune them, what does that lead us to believe about their understanding of how the Eucharist benefits an infant, or if it benefits an infant at all? For if the Eucharist deifies an infant, as it deifies an adult who worthily partakes, what kind of demonic and false piety could possibly render it an ideal to withhold them from the deifying grace of God and intimate communion with Him? If they don't want to make the argument that banning infants from the chalice is necessary, yet they also don't want to make the argument that banning them is an ideal, then what is left to even possibly defend the functional excommunication of the infants and children of upwards of 98% of their worldwide communion? There is no good argument. It is utterly and completely indefensible. In the world of Roman Catholic and Orthodox debates and discussions, there is no subject where the truth is so simple, so clear, and so obvious as this one. Absolutely nothing about the Roman Catholic teaching and practice today makes any sense in light of history. The repudiation of this apostolic tradition has resulted in the subsequent and necessary logical consequence of begging the entire question of what the benefit of the Eucharist could even be for infants, or whether there is a benefit at all. And this is why I spoke of this being an issue of Eucharistic theology and not just Eucharistic practice or discipline.